Drama, despair, delight, expect them all and so much more. We are all set for day one of a brand new season. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And already we're underway here. So the start of what will hopefully be a long managerial career for the new man in the dugout. Jim Beglin, what do you think of this one?
I think it's sink or swim time for him, Peter. An appointment that seems to split opinion amongst the supporters, but they can play a part in getting right behind.
Big chance! To get it forward quickly. Tries a through ball. It's got through and pushes it out wide. Whipped in. And it's hoisted clear. Now the counter. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Passes it through. Forward it goes. It's a great ball. Hits one. Dinks one in. Another chance. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Battles to win it back. Out to the left it goes. No goals as yet. Shoots! Caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Plays it into the channel. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Aimed long and direct. And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Steered out wide. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Lobs it in gently. Massive leap! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close. Salerno have decided to take control of this second half. They're dictating the tempo.
He's had a look, he's gone for it! Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Looks to thread it through. Well, we're still waiting for the first goal of the season here. You would think the first substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Plays it out to the flank. Now here's the through ball. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, closing them down first, Peter, is a very necessary step in preventing them from building attacks. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He'll have a dig! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Great leap! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Salerno making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0. Aimed long and direct. And the referee brings it to a close. Day one, job done, the perfect start they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. Good running with the ball. Can they shapes the shoots? Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
Knocks one in. Great leap! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Has a pop! Lacking in accuracy.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter. Yeah, early stages, I know, Peter, but there's a show of forward thrust here. They're oozing belief.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Is it in? What a save! Terrific reactions! And the header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Well, the tone looks well and truly set. This is front foot football with conviction.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. It's a brilliant interception. Aimed long and direct. Long and high towards the flank. Oh, terrible pass. Looks like a good ball. Up for the header! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And the defence can get it clear. Perugia given another corner. Shapes the shoots. Deftly done. Goalkeeper's ball. Looks to clip it forward, and he's cut it out. Perugia lost on the opening day, so come into this already looking to make up ground. Ball's out on the left now. Threw himself at it, but he's got it cleanly. Forward it goes. Surely he scores! This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. The shot's on! Tries to get it forward quickly. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? He goes long. And now they can launch a counter. Battles to win it back. Perugia keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity.
Up he gets! Surely this time they've scored! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And the weighted pass, up to meet it! So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Cut out in the nick of time.
Perugia are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
So what now? With a delicate ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Points by no means guaranteed just yet. Gets up to head it! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Goes wide. And he just whacks it all. Going for goal! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams.
I think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. Well, this guy's being talked about plenty right now, Jim. Just how good is he?
I think he's very good, and based on potential, he can go a considerable way towards the top. His development to this point has been almost perfect, and he can make a big pond look a lot smaller.
We have already started here. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Both teams still unbeaten, very early in the season though. That intervention was very necessary. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Could move up a gear here. Is there any support? He might not need it. Palermo come here off the back of that highly entertaining 2-2 draw. He's having a look round.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
It's one! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Shoots! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Up to meet it! Turns and goes back. In for the follow-up! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious. He's one of the biggest influences out there.
Chooses to go back. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Well, that's just very cynical. For him to think he could get away with it is ugly on his part.
So who can spark this game into life? Chance! He's had a go! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Lobs it in gently. Chance to... He's gone for it! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Passes it through. Towering header! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So a thrilling culmination to the first period, but despite all of that, the two sides still separated by a single goal.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence, and not rush into mistakes.
So we're already into the second period. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Driving on, a real charge here. Played into the middle. It's a brilliant interception. Chance to break. Gorgeous control there. Now the pass. Has a hit! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can hear how the crowd are reacting to this too.
Has a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Forward it goes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Looks to thread it through. Looks to play him in. But a minor communications breakdown. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Looks like a good ball through. Looking to shoot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning.
Boots it to safety. Goes long.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Trying to get there. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is...
And a shot! It's broken loose! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. But with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
He's left. Can he finish? Looks to clip it, and oh! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, you can analyse to your heart's content. It won't change the outcome. They have lost the game.
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened.
The warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And that gets things running. Going through. It's a fine run, and he's happy to keep going. And he's cut it out. And out to safety. Tries a through ball. He's gone for it! This could fall anywhere.
It's die-hard defence, and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Forward it goes. Lobs it in gently. It's out for a goal kick. Has a pop! Passes it through. Has a hit! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Gets up to head it! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Looks to slip, shapes the shoots! Really well taken goal! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front.
Shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Massive leap! And more and more and more! And they are disappearing out of sight! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Looks like a good ball through. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Pasquale looking up to see who wants it. Referee's had a look. And he's blown his whistle for half-time. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
So we're already into the second period. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Last-ditch defending, but can he score? It's anyone's ball. Pasquale decides to play it back. The shot's on! And in it goes! They are running riot here. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Empowering header! Oh, the ball's come loose! And that has been clubbed away. And now the breakaway goes long, floated through. Is it in? And that's wide.
Empoli were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't...
He's gone for it! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
And he just whacks it away. Turns and goes back. Plays it out to the wing. Defender's on the back foot. Now the pass. Looks to slip it through. That intervention was very necessary. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed. Just about up to 75 minutes. Spreads it wide. He's got options out wide. Plenty waiting in the middle. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a brilliant interception. Gets into a dangerous position. And it's been taken straight back. Looks to clip it forward. Big chance! And that has put paid to that. Looking to shoot! No, it's wide. Checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. In towards the middle. He's had a shot! And with that, the final whistle. Well, they've lost the home leg, so life gets a little fraught. All that's left is to win away and somehow keep the dream alive. So what do you take away from it all?